Hey everybody, I'm Brandon with the Green Cove Springs Christmas Parade Committee. Today we're going to talk about if you are entering the parade. So if you're an entry, what all do you need to do? So how to come into the parade route, how to come into the staging area, how to leave, how to drop kids off, all of that. So make sure you watch this entire video so you know exactly what to do. If you have any questions, make sure you let us know. Christmas Parade. Today we're going to show you where to enter the parade if you're an entry. So at the corner of Governor and Orange, which is 17, right next to Insurance World, this is where all entries, if you have to come into the parade, if you're a part of the parade, this is the only street that you can get on, that you can use to get into the parade. The check-in will be down the street, but come here. So right next to Insurance World, at the corner of Governor and 17, this is where you enter. You will check in. So you came in from Governor Street, turned on to St. John's Avenue, and then right here we will have a couple of workers from the committee that will check you in. So this is where you'll come to be checked in. All right, so now that you're in the parade, you're inside the staging area, you're going to come to this intersection. This is the intersection of Grove and St. John's. We'll have another committee member here, and they're going to point you in which direction to go. We are starting the staging area down St. John's Avenue. So the first people that come, you're going to come down this road. Once it's full, so once we get to this spot, we're going to either direct you to the St. Vincent's lot, which is there, or the Springs Church lot, which is there. So you come to the spot, and then we'll tell you where to go next. Again, we're lining up just in order as you come. So as you get here, we're going to put you on St. John's Avenue, and again, we can tell you. Now, we also might, for the scout troops and for the groups that have young kids, we may direct you directly to the church lot to make it easier for drop-off, which we're going to explain in a little bit. Okay, this is the Springs Church lot, the grassy lot. If you're told to come into this area, you're going to come all the way down Grove Street, and we're going to have an entrance over there. You're going to pull your entry to basically where I'm at here, and then you're going to drive your entry and face it towards St. John's Avenue. You see the example of the golf cart? That's the direction your entry is going to face. So make sure, again, we're going to have people here directing you, but just to give you an idea, all of the entries will be facing that direction towards St. John's Avenue. So we'll line them up, we'll start on one end, and we'll kind of work their way up until this lot is full. Okay, so now we're going to talk about, if you're in the Springs Church lot, how you're going to enter the parade. So you've lined up, we've got all the entries that are lined up. What we'll do is we'll have somebody here and telling you to come on. You're going to drive your entry straight onto St. John's Avenue and go down St. John's till you get to Lamont, and then that will be the beginning, and later in the video we're going to talk about that. But make sure you line up and you come straight onto St. John's Avenue and go that way. Okay, again, this is the St. Vincent's lot. We're going to talk about if you're into the parade and you're an entry, other than car clubs, this is where you're going to go. You're going to come in that direction. You're going to drive in, and what we're going to do, we're going to direct you to come into the lot and basically come straight in. You're going to be facing 17, kind of like that black van is right now. You're going to be facing that direction, and we're going to line the entries up again as they come in. We're going to have here, a line here, and so forth. So we're going to have the entries line direction. All right. So this is for car clubs or clubs or Jeeps or side-by-sides or motorcycles, things like that. You're going to have a special area, and we're going to tell you on the map where your group is going to be. But when you come into the St. Vincent's lot, we're going to group you in areas along this area. So like we're going to have you on the outside of the St. Vincent's lot to make it easier. You don't necessarily have to be here at the same time. We would like it if you can, but at least once we get you into a spot, then we'll have a sign that will have your group name on it. That way when you do come into the lot, you'll know where to go. All right, so once you're in the St. Vincent's lot, how do you get onto the parade route? So again, if we're using that black van as an example, everybody's facing this direction. Somebody in the lot will tell you to go. You need to pull out straight like you're heading towards 17, and you're gonna come to this spot right here. Again, we're gonna have a little cone here to show you, but this is how you'll get onto 17, your left, and then come to me where I'll be starting the parade, which is at Lamont and 17. So again, come out this direction, come on to 17, make a left, and you'll see it. So once the first person goes out, everybody just follow behind. All right, so here we're at the corner of St. John's and Lamont. So you've come in from this direction, you've checked in, we're bringing you down St. John's Avenue, and right here is where we're gonna have the road closed. But what we do is this road up Lamont. So when you come this direction, you're gonna come here, you're gonna make a right onto Lamont, and then once you get to 17, that's the parade start. So again, when you're lining up, you're gonna line up on the right-hand side of the street. So if you're lining up on St. John's Avenue, you're gonna be on this side. And when you do pull in right up next to each other, right? So all entries need to be pretty close so because we have a lot of entries, we gotta make sure we fit them all in. So we are gonna line up the first ones that get here on Lamont, and then then we're gonna start lining them up on St. John's Avenue. But this is the intersection. You're gonna come here, that's where the parade's gonna start. All right, so here's the start of the parade. This is where we start. So the corner of Lamont and Magnolia is this area. All the parade entries are gonna come this direction, and this is how we get onto 17. So right here at Lamont and 17, this is the start of the parade. I will be here right in the middle of the intersection, directing traffic, making sure that you come. So again, this is where the parade starts. And so just make sure that everybody's following in line. I'm going to tell everybody, leave between entries. Make sure you leave about 10 feet, 10, 15 feet, but then make sure everybody's staying in order and going, because again, we got a lot of entries and we want to make sure everybody gets in. Okay, this is very important. This is where you want it for any drop-offs. So maybe there's a family or a car that's not in the parade itself, but has somebody that's going to be walking or participating. So it's right here on 17. You see the Springs Academy Church. This is a circular drive. There's going to be one way in. So you're going to come into here, pull your car up, and what we're going to do is each one of the groups that knows they have drop-offs will have to have a representative from them at this spot. So you'll be able to come in, drop your kid off right here. They're going to see whoever their contact is, and then you'll be able to take your car and drive right out on 17 and go park or do whatever you need to do. But again, you're going to make sure to coordinate that with your group on who's going to be here as their representative to drop off those kids and where they're going to go afterwards. So this is very important. Make sure you follow the rules on dropping off, because this is the only spot that you can drop off somebody to be in the parade. All right, so for parking, also, if anybody needs to park, if you're going to be in the parade, we do have a couple of parking spots. This is one. Again, you have to come in from Governor Street to St. John's. We will direct you into the church parking lot here where you can park, or there will be spots along this side street that you can park as well. But you have to make sure you come in at this spot in order to park. All right, so here's the same to talk about parking. These are for cars. Somebody's in the parade and needs to park their car. Again, there's going to be limited spots, but here's one of the other options, one of the three. You're going to the lot, and we're going to have a big area over this direction that you're going to be able to park over there. And then also, we're going to line cars up along the fence for more parking as well. This is going to be a first serve, and so you need to make sure that you're here early if you want a parking spot, because once it's full, we're going to ask you you can't come into the parade area, and you're going to have to find another place to park. So make sure you get here early.